Welcome to the broadcast. My name is John Mayfield, the real estate tech guy, and this is about my fifth or sixth time doing this video today. That's okay. I'm just trying out a couple of new things with microphones and different items, so I'm hoping that this sound is up to my level of par, I guess you could say. Is up to where I want it to be. But I'm going to, first of all, remind you that we'd love to have you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be sure and click on the bell. When you do that, you will be able to be notified. Hopefully I won't be testing some of the cameras and different things we're doing, but you'll be notified when we go live or do new live episodes. So thanks for joining. I want to get right into this. I'm actually going to go over to my iPad and want to kind of work with you on a specific question that I had a student ask me about. Now, the question basically said that in this scenario that a person paid $180 a month, or pardon me, was $180 for 90 days of interest. So we have $180, and that was for 90 days of interest because it says it's a 90-day straight mortgage. 90-day straight mortgage. Now, remember, I'm going to come out here and talk to you for a minute. Remember that a straight loan or a straight mortgage is interest only. You're only paying interest. And this was a 90-day straight mortgage. So in this example, the student that wrote me over the weekend was concerned because they said, why did you multiply times 4 when there's only 3 months in 90 days? Good question. The reason is that $180 is only for 90 days, and there are, there are 3 of those. So 4 times 3 gives us 12 months in a year, right? So we have to convert. We have this T problem that I teach you in the class, and if there's a part, there's a total, and there's a percent. Now, if you have one at the top and one at the bottom, the math tells you to divide. If you were to have both of the bottoms, your math symbol says to multiply. However, there's one other unique thing you have to remember about this T problem. Everything must be converted to annual numbers. Very, very important that we have annual numbers. Now, the rest of this problem does give us the fact that there was $9,750 principal. Interesting that they use the word principal as the same thing as a mortgage. So you got to know these terminologies, these definitions. They can really mess you up sometimes if you are not careful. So we have $9,750 principal. That's the loan. We're paying $180 every 90 days. Okay, so let's just walk through the steps here. Your first step is to take $180 and multiply it times 4 so we can get what? We can get the annual numbers. Remember, we have to work everything in annually before we can plug it into the T problem. The next part that I kind of alluded to a little bit here, but I didn't explain it in depth, is that we have this thing called part, and we have this thing called total. Now, the question wanted to know, what's the interest rate? So I can tell you right now, we're solving for the percent. What's the interest rate? That also leads me to know that whatever I have to do comes up with a a division. I have to divide, okay? The question is, where do I put those two numbers? Remember, we have the $720, don't we? Over here, we have that as annual interest, and we have $9,750 principal. Well, part, I like to always remind people, it's the smaller number. And total is the big number. Well, let's look at this. 9,750, is that the bigger number, or is 720 the bigger number? Well, I think we can all agree 720 is the smaller number. So now we just rework the T problem. Put our math symbols on there. We will put 720 on top because it's the part, it's the smaller number, and our math will tell us to divide, and we're solving for the interest rate. Remember, what's the rate? And we know the bigger number, or the total, is 7,050. And so we're going to start out by putting this in our calculator first, $720. We then press the divide button. We then put in 9,750, and we get 0.07 with a bunch of numbers. And if you move that decimal place over 2 places, we get 7% interest. So that's how you work that problem. Don't forget, straight mortgage, interest only. No principal being paid. Number 2, don't forget you always have to convert everything to annual. We only had 90 days interest, so we had to take that times 4. That's why I had to multiply times 4. That gives me the annual interest, and now I'm ready to plug all of that into the T problem. Smaller number on top, bigger number on bottom. And my math tells me to divide, and I always begin on the top with my first entry into the calculator, the divide button, and then the next button, the next bottom number, and you would hit the divide button and divide by the bigger number, and you've got your answer. Look at the same problem. If I gave you the problem and said, I know that $720, or basically we could do the same problem, it was $180 every 90 days, and there was a 7% interest, what was the loan amount, or what was the principal? All I have to do is take the 720, hit the divide button, 0.07, and I'll get 9,750. So you see how we work that either way? Very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Math has always kind of frightened me a little bit, but I'm getting better at it. But don't let it frighten you. You're going to pass the exam, and I'm going to help you do that on your very first attempt, right? So you're going to do a couple of things. You're going to do what? You're going to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us some love. We always love some thumbs up and some good, kind comments. Those are always important. Check us out at Global Real Estate School. We have a wonderful school. We have a brand new 5 minutes to jump starting your real estate career coaching program. I want to help you not only pass the exam on your first attempt, I want to help you be a great real estate agent. That's my mission statement, to help my students become successful real estate entrepreneurs. So not only do I want to help you pass the test, but I want to help you be a great real estate professional. Hey, we have a great program at Global Real Estate School. We have graphics, we have audio. I hate to pick on a competitor, but I had to finish some CE for another state that I'm licensed in. And I like to take competitors' classes to see what's out there. They had the most interesting topic, and I was so excited to take this course. And I wanted to, I was a little bit worried because I thought probably going to see how cool their course is and be discouraged about my courses. Although I'm not, I love my courses. Man, I got to tell you, they had no graphics, not one picture in the entire course. They had no audio, And it was such a good topic. And I told my daughter, I said, we're going to create that course. We're going to add video. We're going to add photos. I'm going to bring in interviews with people. That could be a neat subject. And I'm going to create a neat course. So I never want to slam my competitors. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I want online education to be fun. And that's what we do at Global Real Estate School. We make it fun. We make it exciting and interesting. You're going at your own pace. You're doing this on your own. Although you can always call me for help. I'm always here available for my students. And I'm trying to do more live streaming and have content like this that's available. But I want you to know Global Real Estate School would not put a product out like that. We want to have an interactive, fun, visually driven so you can remember the content, and just all around an exciting course. So you're going to get that with us. I get emails all the time from people who tell us how much they enjoy the course. So I don't want to oversell, but I want you to know you're going to like the course. So globalrealestateschool.com. Check us out. We're on Instagram, Facebook. We have an Amazon app, and we're right here on YouTube as well. Well, I hope this microphone sounds okay. I'm mic'd up with my regular mic here, so hopefully that is going to work good. But as always, I want to say thanks for watching the broadcast. Go out and